So today's video is going to be a highly requested video. It is my eyebrow routine. What? Finally? Yes. The only reason why I have put off making this video is because I have done it a few times before already, but it still gets requested. I haven't done an actual updated brow routine in like a year, but I have done this in previous tutorials before. It wasn't exclusively an eyebrow routine, but I have done this like a bunch of times before. But I thought I would just dedicate a whole video to just my eyebrow routine, how I fill them in. This video is going to be how I fill in my eyebrows. That's what I should say instead. It's gonna be how I fill in my eyebrows. If you are wondering how I trim them, how I cut them, how I groom them and all that stuff, I will link the video I did last year down below. It's an old video. I'm not going to be showing you that in this video because it is literally the exact same. The way I cut my eyebrows and the way that I like pluck them hasn't changed at all. That is still exactly the same. How I fill them in is a little bit different now, so that's why I am doing an updated how I fill in my eyebrows. But if you want to see how I cut them and stuff, I will link that down below. Personally, I just kind of keep them groomed because I do get my eyebrows done professionally. I've mentioned this place a million times, but I'm going to mention them again just in case I have some new Miami subscribers out there. If you guys want your eyebrows to be touched by an angel, then go to the Dragonfly Spa in Miami Lakes and ask for Evelyn. She does my eyebrows. She's the only person that does eyebrows there. But she fixed my eyebrows. I went in there one day, hopeless, and she has like magic hands. Like she touches them and they're like, whoa, girl, I got Kim Kardashian eyebrows, what? Amazing, I'm not even exaggerating. Everybody that I've recommended to go there has thanked me a bunch of times. They're like, thank you, a bunch of times. So yeah, that is where I get my eyebrows professionally done. But since that's in Miami and I'm in Mississippi, I have to keep them groomed as well as I can. So if you want to see how I keep them groomed, how I cut them and pluck them, like I've said 12 times, that video is down below. Really quickly, I'm just gonna go over the things that I use. Tweezer is this one. It's from Revlon, and it's just their basic tweezer. And I've had it for years, and I love it. I wanna try the Tweezer Man ones, but they're expensive, and I don't know if they're worth it since this one does the job already. I don't know. And then the scissor I use to cut my eyebrows is this one. This is also from Revlon. I like their eyebrow products. This came with like a little spoolie in a set. Really, really inexpensive. I love these two little things. Just in case you wanted to know. I don't know why you would want to know about these, but okay, I think that's all I have to say. This intro was probably really long. By the way, my eyes are really red. I don't know if you can tell, but they're so red. I don't know if I'm like allergic to the new dog shampoo that I bought because I bathed my dogs and then I looked in the mirror and I was like, holy, my eyes are so red after I bathed them. I don't know. Can I be allergic to like dog shampoo? Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking because it's ridiculous. So if you want to see how I fill in my eyebrows, girl, just keep on watching. Can you tell I'm feeling better? Before I fill in my eyebrows, I always make sure that they're nice and groomed and I've plucked them and I've done all that good stuff. And once I've done that, I can go ahead and start filling them in. I mean, I can get away with filling them in when they're a little sparse and there are little hairs poking out here, little hairs poking out there. But for the most part, they just look better once, you know, they're groomed. So my weapon of choice is always the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Anastasia, however you want to say it, I say Anastasia. So I love the Brow Wiz. I've been using it for like 2 years already. I think so, yes. And I repurchased it multiple times. To me, it's the best eyebrow product ever. Actually, haven't tried her like brow pomade or anything like that. I really want to try the pomade, but for now this is what I'm working with. So the first thing I always do is I take the spoolie side and I comb my brows and I brush them in the direction that I want all the hairs to lay. Stuck in my hair. And then once I do that, I just go ahead and fill in my eyebrows lightly with this. I'm not one, I mean my eyebrows are pretty thick, they're pretty bold for some people, but I'm not one to fill them in super heavy, like really heavy, like I don't like to do that. I like to think that my eyebrows are more like naturally bold because as you can see, some people tell me all the time like, girl, your eyebrows are filled in too much. And I'm like, so? But have you ever seen eyebrows that you can see the lines perfectly, like they are carved out? Very sharp and like too perfect. I don't like that look. I know it's very like a lot of makeup artists wear their eyebrows like that, and it is really beautiful. I just personally don't like to wear my eyebrows that way. I don't even carve them out with concealer. I don't do anything fancy. So if you are looking for a fancy eyebrow tutorial, you've come to the wrong place. So the brow wiz that I use is Brunette. I know it's not called Brunette anymore. I think now it's called dark brown, if I'm not mistaken. And then I just start brushing in my hairs with really, really soft strokes. I've heard people say that the brow wizzes have like pulled out their hair. That's never happened to me, but just make sure to do very, very light strokes to where you're just combing over your eyebrows and not like pulling them as you paint. Does that make sense? So I just start filling them in very lightly at the natural shape of my brows. There's no method to the madness, you know, I just fill them in. Okay, so once I've done that, you can see that they look pretty much filled in, but this eyebrow looks just a little bit more put together. I like to take this extra step. When I'm in a rush, I actually don't do this. I will just do this and I'm out the door. But when I actually sit down and do my makeup, I always do this step. I just personally like it, you know, to each their own, but I like setting all of this with a powder. So what I like to use on top of the brow wiz is MAC's Cork Eyeshadow. This is it right here. I like this eyeshadow specifically for my eyebrows because it gives my eyebrows more warmth. I don't know if you can tell, but the reason why I get Brunette and not something lighter, you would think I would get a lighter color because my hair is so light, but I love how this looks underneath MAC's Cork Eyeshadow. I like the combination. So my holy grail eyebrow brush is this brush right here. It's dirty because I just used it, but this is a brush from Royal and Langnickel. I got this at Michael's for like $2. People comment all the time like, that's a paintbrush though. Yes, it is a paintbrush, but I use it for my eyebrows because it is perfect for it, because it is pretty stiff. So it's so easy to work with. Like it's amazing, and it was so cheap. It's amazing. Okay, so this step really is easy. I'm basically doing the exact same thing I did with the Anastasia brow wiz, and I'm just gonna set it with the eyeshadow. Was I out of focus there? I'm usually a lot closer to my mirror when I do this. That's why I always do my eyebrows off camera. So bear with me. So when I get to this part right here, I know a lot of people love that super crisp square look. I don't. I like it to look a little bit more faded. So what I do is I dip it into the eyeshadow, and then I just kind of maneuver it. I've showed you guys this before, but I just go like this. I'm gonna show you because I can't explain it. I just do this, and I kind of move it back and forth to where you see the square, but it's just a little bit more faded. It doesn't look super precise right there, but it still looks put together. Okay, and that's pretty much all I do. Really simple, nothing too technical, no concealer, none of that good stuff. Now I will say, if I am gonna go out and I know that I'm gonna be out the entire day, I will always set my eyebrows. I definitely recommend you set your eyebrows if you're gonna be in the sun, if you're gonna be sweating, any of that stuff, because if not, it will fade throughout the day. Putting the powder on top of the brow wiz, I find, actually makes it last longer, but whenever I know that I need them to last all day, I will set them. These are two of my favorite setting gels stuff. This is a tinted one and this is a clear one. This is from Prestige. It's just their Brow Perfection Brow Builder. I use the tinted side. A subscriber sent me this. Thank you, Amy. But then I also really love the Milani Brow Shaping Clear Brow Gel because not too much product comes out so your eyebrows don't look shiny. You know what I'm saying? They still look nice and put together. So I definitely recommend setting your eyebrows with some clear brow gel. So yeah, after you've set your eyebrows, you're good to go. This is my eyebrow routine. This is pretty much what I do to my eyebrows every time I'm gonna put on some makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. I love each and every one of you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I love this because it gives my eyebrow hairs, I don't like your ear, you have pointy ears and I don't like that. But I thought, why not just show you, but I thought, hey, why not, but I thought, okay, what am I thinking? Okay, so now I'm completely, I wish that I can be like the cool kids, because all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. And then once I've done that, I've gone ahead, and then once I do, okay, weird. And I just start at the bottom. There is no rhyme or reason. I just personally don't like to use, put, okay. And then I just start lightly, what?